Hello people, and welcome to Achievers e-Learning. I'm your teacher, Mr. Booster. In this English video, we're going to discuss on data writing. We're saying that we've got basically three types of letters. We've got a formal letter, also known as a business letter. We've got a semi-formal letter, as well as an informal letter. A formal letter, like earlier mentioned, it is a business letter. Hence, we write formal letters to people in their official capacity. Semi-formal letter, these are letters that we write to people we know but not of our age. Informal letter, also known as social friendly letter, these are letters that write to people we know, people who are of our age. In this video, we're going to concentrate on a formal letter, also known as a business letter. So what are some of the features that should be in a formal letter? Very good. One of the first feature that should be in a formal letter, we're saying it is the sender's address. The person writing the letter. So the sender's address is on the top right corner of the paper. Top right corner of the paper. So if this is my paper, we're saying that my address, if I'm the one is writing a letter, is going to be on the top right of the paper. So sender's address, or the person sending, sender's address. So my address, if I'm the one who is writing this formal letter, my address is going to be on the top right of my paper, on my page. After the sender's address, we're saying what will follow is the date. From the sender's address, what will follow is the date. After the date, I'm going to write now the receiver's address, or the person receiving the letter. So where are we going to put the receiver's address? Very good. We're going to put the receiver's address on the far left side of the paper. So the title as well as the address of the receiver. I believe you are following. So we said that the first thing is your address, the person writing the letter, on the top right side of the page. After your address, you are supposed to write the date. From the date, you go to the receiver's address. We are going to write the title as well as the address of the person receiving the letter. So if it is the human resource, I'm going to say to the human resource, Zesco Company Limited, if I'm writing it to Zesco. So title as well as the address of the receiver. From there, what follows? We are saying it is the salutation. What follows is the salutation, where now we address this person. If you know the person, you're going to say, Dear Mr. Ngongo. If you don't know the person, you're not specific whether this person is male or female, you simply say, Dear Sir or Madam. From the salutation, we go to the title or the reference. Why am I writing this letter? So we're saying that every formal letter is supposed to have a title, the one we are referring to as what? Reference. How do we write our reference? So we're saying that there are two ways in which we can write our title or reference. We're saying I can use capital letters to write my title. So if I use capital letters to write my title, I'm not supposed to underline my reference. While if I start with a capital letter and the rest of the letters are in small form, we are supposed to underline the title. We're saying that our title should be brief and precisely. It shouldn't be a paragraph. No. So if I'm applying for employment, I can simply say application letter for employment as a teacher. If I've used capital letters, there's no need of underlining my reference. Wow, if I started with a capital letter and the rest of the words are in small letters, I'm supposed to underline. From reference, I'm supposed to write the opening paragraph, as well, also known as the introduction. So opening paragraph, opening paragraph. So in my opening paragraph, I'm going to restate what is on the reference. Application for employment with reference to the heading. I'll start my statement with reference to the heading. I wish to apply for employment as a primary school teacher. With reference to the caption matter, I wish to apply for employment as a secondary school teacher. That is my opening paragraph or my introduction, just restating what is on the reference. From there now we go to the main body. From there we go to the main body. So in the main body, that's where now I'm going to give full account about myself. Who is Patrick Ngongo? Which schools did he go to? What qualification does this same person has? If there is experience, I'm supposed now to include my experience in the main body. We are saying that in the main body, each idea should have its own paragraph. In the main body, we are going to come across now different paragraphs. As we are saying that each idea should have its own paragraph. We don't expect to see an application letter with only one paragraph in the main body. Then you have failed, my friend. So each idea should have its own paragraph. We are saying that handwriting is very important. Make sure that your handwriting is neat. From the main body, we go to the farewell. Very good. The conclusion. So we're saying we go to the conclusion. From the conclusion, farewell, where we say yours faithfully or yours sincere, then the signature should come before the name. Who is writing this letter? So we're saying we're supposed to start from the middle part of the paper. So farewell, I'm going to put yours faithfully, my signature, then below my signature, that's where my name will be, Ngongo Patrick. Yours sincerely, Ngongo, my signature, then Ngongo Patrick. I believe you've gotten one or two. However, before we go, let's take a recap of what we've discussed on a formal, how to write a formal letter. So we're saying we're supposed to start with the sender's address, the one that is supposed to be on the top right side of the page. From the address, what follows is the date. From the date, on the left side, we are going to put the title and the address of the person receiving the letter. From there, we're going to skip a line and put our salutation. Dear sir or madam. If you know the person, you can specify. From there, we go to the reference, the title. What's the letter about? From the reference, so we said that the reference, we can put our reference in block letters. If your reference is in capital letters, you are not supposed to underline. We said that your reference should be brief and precisely. It shouldn't be a paragraph. From the reference, we're saying we go to the opening paragraph or the introduction. You restate the purpose why you are writing this letter. From the opening paragraph or the introduction, you go to the main body. It is in the main body, that's where now you give full account of yourself. the schools where you went to, the qualifications that you have, where you've worked, if you've worked before, the reference. Whom should they ask about you? Preferably your previous supervisor. From there, farewell. This is where now you say yours faithfully, yours sincerely, then your signature, then the name. I believe you've gotten one or two things. As for me, Mr. Booster, I'm out.